Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 7 questions for 7CO03 assessment for 2024-25. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on. To address AC 1.1, we start by defining ethical decision-making in a business context. It involves choosing actions that align with moral principles and stakeholder expectations while considering both short-term and long-term impacts. Making responsible decisions means weighing profitability against social, environmental, and human consequences. Two key ethical perspectives are utilitarianism, choosing the action that brings the greatest good for the greatest number, and deontology, which emphasizes duty and rights. These frameworks help decision-makers navigate complex scenarios. For instance, a company choosing between maximizing profit or investing in employee well-being can use these perspectives to evaluate consequences and duties. Real-life cases like whistleblowing, environmental compliance, and fair wages show the balance between ethics and business. Ethics is not just compliance, it's a strategic necessity in building long-term trust and sustainability. Embedding this thinking into organizational culture leads to better reputation, loyalty, and performance outcomes. Understanding different ethical frameworks is crucial for making balanced business decisions. Utilitarianism evaluates the morality of an action based on the consequences it produces. For example, if laying off a portion of staff helps save a company and the jobs of many others, utilitarian logic may support it. On the other hand, deontology focuses on the morality of the action itself, suggesting that layoffs may violate duties of care and loyalty to employees. By evaluating the same business decision through both lenses, leaders can assess short-term benefits versus long-term ethical obligations. Ethical reasoning doesn't provide simple answers, but it encourages deeper reflection. When leaders consider diverse ethical views, they're more likely to avoid reputational damage, legal consequences, and internal conflict. These frameworks help create structured, transparent, and fair decision-making processes that respect both business objectives and stakeholder rights, enhancing the integrity and trust within and outside the organization. An essential part of ethical decision-making is stakeholder analysis. This involves identifying all parties affected by a decision, such as employees, customers, investors, suppliers, and the wider community. Each group has its own interests and values. For instance, investors may prioritize profitability, while employees value job security and fair treatment. Ethical leaders must navigate these often conflicting interests and strive to make decisions that are fair and well justified. Transparency is key. Openly communicating the reasons behind decisions builds trust and accountability. This approach also supports long-term sustainability, as stakeholders who feel heard and respected are more likely to remain loyal. Including diverse perspectives during decision-making fosters inclusivity, reduces blind spots, and enhances the quality of outcomes. Ultimately, stakeholder analysis is not just a risk mitigation tool. It's a vital element in creating ethical business strategies that reflect corporate social responsibility and foster resilience in a complex, interconnected world. To ensure consistent ethical behavior, organizations need structured strategies. First, they should develop a clear, accessible code of ethics that reflects company values and expectations. Regular training sessions help employees understand ethical frameworks and how to apply them in daily decisions. Leadership plays a crucial role. Ethical leaders serve as role models, demonstrating integrity in their actions. Additionally, organizations should establish confidential reporting mechanisms so that employees can safely voice ethical concerns. These could include whistleblower hotlines, anonymous forms, or ombud services. Integrating ethical standards into performance appraisals and KPIs reinforces accountability. Ethics must not be treated as a one-off initiative. It should be embedded into policies, culture, and communication. A proactive ethical culture prevents misconduct, boosts morale, and builds public trust. Over time, this leads to a competitive advantage, as ethical companies are more attractive to customers, employees, and investors alike, securing both compliance and credibility. Let's conclude by analyzing a case study. Imagine a company facing declining profits considers outsourcing production to cut costs. This could result in job losses locally, but lower prices for consumers. A utilitarian perspective may justify outsourcing for the greater benefit, while a deontological stance might oppose it due to the duty to protect employees. Reflecting on this scenario helps assess the chosen decision, including what alternative actions were available. It also reveals key ethical tensions and teaches decision-makers to better anticipate the impact of their actions. For instance, could gradual redeployment, upskilling, or internal reallocation offer a more ethical path? By using both frameworks, leaders learn to weigh consequences and principles, ensuring fairer and more informed decisions. This reflective approach enhances ethical maturity and readiness for future dilemmas. Embedding such learning into leadership development encourages continual ethical awareness, strengthening decision-making culture across the organization.